Shopping for Christmas gifts for the women on your list can be so fun, but also a little scary. I don't know about you, but I want to buy them gifts that they actually keep and love, not ones that they re-gift. I've thought through your Christmas list for you, and today I'm sharing the best gifts for women, whether you know her really well or you're just swapping gifts at your book club. For your mom, your sister, your daughter-in-law, or your very best friend. I've got some great gifts to suggest for you today, and every single one of them are marked down for Black Friday week. Hello ladies, and welcome to Dress for My Day. My name is Kay. I am so glad that you're here. This is one of my favorite videos to do every year. One reason is because I get to sit in front of the fire and just talk to you. And I really enjoy doing this. I don't want to waste a minute of your precious time this week. I know this is a holiday week. I hope you are enjoying it with family, with friends, or just having some peaceful time by yourself. This is a great time, of course, to express our Thanksgiving, but also to begin shopping for our Christmas presents if you haven't already done that. There are already so many great early Black Friday specials, and we're going to take advantage of them today. Every single thing on my list that I'm sharing with you today is marked down for Black Friday. So this is a good time to shop, and I wouldn't waste a minute because these things will sell out. I have picked the very best gifts from some of your favorite brands to share with you today. The first thing on my list is actually from our sponsor, City Beauty. Now look, I don't really recommend a whole lot of beauty gifts at this time of year because I kind of think that most women kind of know what they like and what they don't like when it comes to makeup. But I do not hesitate to buy the women on my list City Beauty City Lips Lip Plumpers. I love working with City Beauty because they are a pro-aging brand. In fact, they simply are addressing the issues that we so often encounter as we are aging, helping us to look our very best. I really lean into City Beauty for the secret to good lips. You know, a good healthy looking mouth is so important. And as we age, ladies, one of the things that happens is our lips begin to thin and we get those little annoying lines that go out from our mouth. So I have a few solutions for you from City Beauty, and these make a great gift. First of all, I use their City Beauty City Lips Night Oil. I use this every night, and it really does help to keep my lips healthy. The next thing I use is their City Lips Plumping Oil. I put that on generally at the beginning of when I'm starting to put my makeup on, maybe right after I do my foundation, I put this on. And then after I've finished putting everything else on, I dab that off a little bit and I use one of their lip pencils. They have the lip defining pencils, and I'm using the color Blush. And it's just a beautiful, kind of a neutral, cool tone. They also have one in a warm tone. So soft, it goes on so beautifully. There's no skipping and bumping with this pencil. It's just really smooth. I want to line a little bit on the outside of my lips and make them look nice and full. Then I do color in with the lip pencil just a little bit. Doesn't have to be exact, just enough to get a little color on my lips. And then I finish with one of their City Beauty City Lips Plumping Gels. Today I am wearing the shade Raspberry. Now this is a seasonal shade. They're not going to have it forever. I love it. It is such a beautiful, cool tone, and you can just see how it looks right now over the City Lips Defining Pencil. Another color, though, that you're going to want to hop on is their Holly color, which is, of course, exclusive for Christmas or for this season, and this will sell out, so I would jump on that one. And then I always suggest the Clear is a good idea, and another one of my favorites is the San Diego. It's just a nice, warm pink tone. Of course, City Beauty also has so many other great products that do address those signs of aging, so you'll want to check out their entire line if you're not familiar with them. But when it comes to gifting, I think you cannot beat some sort of a lip indulgence gift. So I would go with that City Lips Night Oil, the City Lips Plumping Oil, and one or two of their glosses. That's a great gift. Or You could just buy several of the glosses, use them as stocking stuffers, or just little handy gifts to have on hand if you're needing to swap gifts with somebody. And today, November 26th through Monday, December 1st, you can use my code KAY40 to get 40% off site-wide with just a couple of exceptions at City Beauty. So you're going to get great savings there and a great gift to start off. So thanks so much to City Beauty for sponsoring today's gift guide video. And now let's continue with our second gift. My second gift is my other beauty suggestion. Like I said, I don't suggest a whole lot of beauty gifts because I kind of think those are personal, but those City Beauty lip plumpers are a great idea. And makeup brushes from BK Beauty are a really great idea. In fact, I have gifted all the women in my family BK Beauty makeup brushes and they love them. But what I am suggesting is my favorite set really is the Angie Hot and Flashy 7-piece set that I'm showing you here. I use all of these brushes except one. I don't use the little paddle brush a whole lot, but you certainly could, depending on how you apply your makeup. But all of these brushes are just so beautiful. And you know what? I have had this set now for a good 2 years, not lost a single bristle. They are still beautifully in shape. Her brushes are super soft. They're a little shorter than some of the other brushes, so they're made so that you can get really close to the mirror if you need to, or like I have to use a magnifying mirror, and so you can get really nice and close. They're also made for a hooded eye, which of course a lot of times we get as we get older. So they're just super soft. They're not gonna pull on your skin. I love these brushes. Now, they also have an Angie Hot and Flashy travel set, which is a 5-piece set with the travel case. Everybody in my family has that too. We absolutely love it. Right now at BK Beauty, you are going to get up to 35% off of everything. And when you reach a certain threshold, not really sure what that is right now, but when you reach a certain threshold, you are going to get a gift with your purchase, and that is this little kind of a cat paw type brush that I use to put on my concealer under my eyes. Now, if you need to get yourself up to that level after buying these 7 brushes, I would get the 106, which is what I use to apply my foundation. I just dot all over my face like this with this little brush to apply my foundation. It is definitely one of my favorites, so I would recommend that. But really, you're not going to go wrong with any of those brushes. There are other little sets you can choose from too, and trust me, the women in your life will absolutely love these, and you will too. My third gift for the women in your life is one that's really especially geared for the traveling woman, especially if you travel long distances. And this is a little Bombas travel set, and it is comprised of some, what they're calling the gripper slippers. So a great travel slipper, which I always travel with some kind of bedroom shoe or slipper. And so this one is going to pack really nicely. They do have grippers on the bottom. They are so soft and cushy. They are flannel lined on the inside, just lovely, or fleece lined, something like that, really nice and soft. And then there is the Bombas compression socks, which are great. They have more compression in the foot, less compression as you go up the leg, so they're perfect for those long flights or even car rides. And they even give you this little bag to put them into, so a nice little bag comes with the set also. These 2 pieces are an $85 value. Bundled together, they're $80, but you're going to get 25% off right now at Bombas, so that brings them down to $60. So you could even break these apart and give them to 2 different people if you wanted to. I think this is a great gift though, as a set or as separate pieces. My next recommendation is the Spanx Air Essential pieces. Oh my goodness, I've been wearing these for a couple of years. In fact, this is what I traveled in on our long plane rides to and from our Alaskan cruise. And I even wore these on the cruise too for loungewear. You've probably heard of the Spanx Air Essentials. They are super, super soft, lightweight, loungewear, or just, just around the house, but they're also really polished and beautiful, so you could run errands in them too. Of course, you can travel in them. I am wearing the full length, wide leg Air Essentials pants, and then the top that I'm wearing is their quarter zip or half zip. I'm not really sure, but I'll link it for you here. And I'm wearing it in the brown today. I think it's like a truffle brown, which is a new color for them, so I'm hoping they don't sell out. These two pieces are normally around $300 together, but right now, because of the sale they're having at Spanx for Black Friday, you're going to get both pieces for less than $200. It's a really super time, probably the best time of the year to buy these Spanx. In fact, Spanx is having savings site-wide, so now really is the time to do this. So how did these fit? Oh, well, what do you say, Kay?
Well, I thought you'd never ask.
So the top I find around true to my normal size. I'm wearing a medium, whereas usually I size up to a large in Spanx. And indeed, I did go ahead and size up to a large in Spanx in the pants. But also, you do need to know that they come in petites, regular or misses, and talls. And I am 5'8", and this is the regular. And I have to wear a sneaker with a little bit of a platform on it for these regular lengths. So if you are shorter than, I would say 5'7", then you might want to go with the petites. I don't know, but check the measurements on that. And of course you could, I've mixed my colors. Hey, I guess she already said all
Well,
that.
thank you for sharing that.
You definitely need to know about fit. I think the Spanx Air Essentials are a great gift. Sometimes you just need a little something to kind of keep on hand for maybe somebody who drops by with a little something for you, or maybe you're going to visit your hairdresser, your nail tech, and you're going to leave her a nice tip and everything, but you want to give her a little something too. I think little cozy socks like these from Chico's are such a great thing to have on hand. These are such a great buy right now too. Right now they're just $5 a pair, so I would stock up. In fact, I did. I did stock up. There's several women that I just want a little something to give. And I checked these out because I'm kind of picky about my fuzzy, warm socks. These are nice inside, not just on the outside. And they also do have grippers on the bottom, but you can't see them. They're nice, clear little grippers. I definitely like grippers on the bottom of my warm, fuzzy socks. And I also like them to feel really good inside. I don't like a lot of loose threads, and these are really good inside. So I would definitely stock up on these, and I am going to link you to these from Chico's. In case you have any young women on your list, maybe even teenagers, college age, this is a really popular gift among the younger set. This is a Casemate jelly tote. Now, Casemates actually are known for their phone cases, also phone cases, tablet cases, things like that. And you certainly might want to check into that, but then you got to know the person's phone specs and everything, and that can get a little complicated. But these little Casemate jelly totes are very popular, and the young women in your life would know what to do with them. They could pack them up for the beach or vacation, or just a tote to get around town. A young mom could really even enjoy this. They're beautiful. This one is in the Carolina blue with the crochet trim around the edges. It does have a little case on the inside, a little zipper pouch, and then it does fasten inside, but you can also remove that. These are $80 right now, and they do have some deals going on, but I'm not really sure what they are at Casemate. So I know they're coming as I'm taping this on the weekend prior to Black Friday week and everything. So be checking these out. And at $80, I think this is a great little gift, like I said, especially for the younger women in your life. My son and daughter-in-law were over recently, and my son saw our little leather koozie from Smathers and Branson and immediately said, oh, I need to get one of those for Stephanie, his wife. So I gave him the link to get one of these, and they are darling. This is a leather koozie or can cooler, whatever you want to call it. They call it a can cooler. Maybe the word koozie is trademarked or something, I don't know, but they all have embroidery on them or needlepoint. I'm not really sure what this is. I guess some kind of a needlepoint. So they do have the different football teams. They have University of Georgia, they have Ohio State, they have Florida, I guess. I don't know. They have lots of different teams, but this one just says game day. I like that. Lots of other ones too. So a fun little gift, especially maybe for a college age or a younger woman, but hey, I love this too. Smathers and Branson also makes lots of other great leather products and other gifts too. Another one that I really like, and I'm actually going to give this to my daughter-in-law, is this little travel tag, and it simply says vacay on it. Once again, needle pointed on there, and it does have a place on the back to put your personal information. And of course, you can buckle it onto your suitcase, your bag, your travel bag, whatever. I just think that is so nifty. They love to travel, so I think that's a good little gift for her. Smathers and Branson is having a spend more, save more kind of sale right now, and you can save up to 20% right now on site-wide. So it's a great time to buy these little things. These are great little stocking stuffers, I think, but they have other gifts too. Of course, all the links are down below in the description box. I'm going to give you any links I can with YouTube right here. So I think that makes it so much easier to shop, especially if you're watching on television today. But I do have links below in my description box as well. And I also have links to all my other gift guides. Ladies, I've got a lot of gift guides for the men in your life, for children, for the sports enthusiast, for the pet owner, for the beauty lover, just all the things. So I'm going to give you a link to my other gift guides. Be sure to check that out because I could go on and on, but I won't. If you want to buy the women on your list clothing, I think one of the best purchases is a sweater. I mean, who doesn't love a great sweater? Then again, sweater gifts can sometimes turn into those ugly sweaters that we wear to Christmas parties. So we don't want to do that. We want one that they really enjoy. I think the key is to maybe shop at a place where they already shop. Buy the kind of sweater that they already enjoy in a color that they like wearing. And when it comes to gift giving, my philosophy is I want to give every person on my list the best that I can give at the price point that maybe we've set between us. So first of all, I have a sweater that is a merino wool and polyester blend. So it's a nice stretchy sweater, but it does have that merino wool, which is going to give it some substance. This is a beautiful sweater from J. Crew, and it comes in a lot of other colors too. I think this sweater is such a great idea because it gives you some versatility. This sweater does run large. I'm wearing a small in this J. Crew sweater. Now, right now at J. Crew, you're going to get 50% off site-wide and 30% off of cashmere. So that's pretty amazing. Normally this sweater is about $118, but with the 50% off, it's going to come in at around $60. I think that's a great buy for a quality sweater that you can enjoy giving to someone. Now, you're never going to go wrong though with cashmere. So here is a beautiful cashmere sweater from J. Crew. What I like about this one is it's a little different. You know, most everybody has all the crew necks or the V-necks or the turtlenecks they want, but this cashmere sweater is just a little different. It's a little lightweight. It has a nice kind of a funnel neck, almost like a no-seam mock neck sweater. It's nicely ribbed. It just fits beautifully. It has a lot of stretch in it, but it is cashmere. So like I said, J. Crew is running their cashmere 30% off right now. They rarely do that. So this is definitely the time to snap this sweater up. It is available in several great colors. I'm wearing it in a really beautiful red here. I just absolutely love this color. It's kind of a muted red, just so nice. So you're not going to go wrong with a nice cashmere sweater like that. I do have one more cashmere option for you, and this one's from Nordstrom. In fact, this is the Nordstrom brand cashmere sweater. It's a brushed cashmere, and it's a button-up cardigan, of course, that once again you can wear the way I did. I just wore this one without anything under it and just buttoned up. This one runs true to size. I'm wearing my true medium. So it's just a great sweater, and it is marked down 25% right now. And of course, I have worn this sweater here with just some great jeans and some good Chelsea boots. What about those Chelsea boots? Well, what do you say, Kay? These booties are really great, and they're on sale right now at Nordstrom. I don't know if you want to gift them or you just want to keep them for yourself, but these are great booties. They are by Blondo, and they are waterproof booties. They're leather in the front, they're fabric in the back. They go on so super easy with a full zip there on the inside. They have a lug sole, so they're perfect for that bad weather day, but they are just so comfortable, so we needed to tell them about those. So yeah, those boots are really great boots. And not only that, they are marked down right now. So it's a good time to snap those up at Nordstrom too. I'll give you a link for those here also. Once again, if you're doing a gift swap with somebody, you're not looking for expensive things like sweaters. You're looking for more inexpensive gifts, but you still want that gift to matter. I think one of the best gifts is a beautiful holiday brooch. And Talbot's always has so many of them to choose from. I have a collection at this point. I think I have about 5 or 6, and I love pulling them out each year during the holidays and wearing them. So this year I got this pretty little wreath. I haven't yet decided if I'm going to keep it for myself or give it to a woman in my life. I know my mother enjoys these, and I have some friends who do too. So I just think it's such a sweet gift. And right now at Talbot's, I know you are going to get some savings on this. I think it may be 40% off, or it may be up to 50% off today. We'll have to check. But great savings at Talbot's. This brooch is a good idea. Speaking of brooches, I have another pretty one too from J. Crew. Let me show you this beautiful brooch, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. This little heart brooch with this pretty little, I guess you'd call that a pearl teardrop, is so lovely. Brooches are really having a moment right now. They are, of course, a classic piece of jewelry. In fact, maybe something that you have in your jewelry box already. But this year we're seeing a resurgence of them. It's very popular to wear a brooch. In fact, what's really popular is to cluster your brooches, to wear several, like 3 or 4 or 5, I guess. Depending on how much room you have to give them. So this is a great little gift too. And remember, at J. Crew, you are going to get 50% off your purchase, and that does include accessories like this. But I have another accessory from J. Crew that I think works really beautifully with this brooch, and you could give them together. And that is this beautiful little cashmere blend, kind of a oversized bandana almost. It's like a triangle scarf. It's cut into a triangle already. And it's lightweight, just lovely. Triangle scarves are really also having a moment. They're just really on trend right now and so versatile. I've been looking for the perfect one, and some of the ones I've purchased previously have been a little bulky, and so they bulk up as you tie them. But this one is not. It is lovely and lightweight, and you can easily just tie it right there at your neck. Or you could do like I've done here and tie this little cute little way I've done here. I've just kind of played with it, zhushed it up a little bit, looped things through, swooshed things back and all. And then I did take our little brooch here and kind of pinned it into place. Now I've done this just over that red sweater. I certainly could wear it this way, but also think of how beautiful that would work over one of my coats. So I think if you could do both of these together, this would be a lovely gift. In fact, somebody in my family may be getting this little duo as a gift. I will not say who, but I think this is a great duo, or they are great also separate. And the little scarf does come in at least a couple of other colors, I think. So a really nice little gift. Both pieces are 50% off right now. Now, speaking of scarves and such, another great gift, I mean, you will not go wrong with this, is an oversized cashmere wrap. Now, yes, once again, we're back to cashmere, so that means that's a little pricey. So sure, save this for somebody really special that you're wanting to spend a little bit more on. But I'm telling you, she will love this cashmere wrap. Now, this one is from J. Crew. I think it is beautiful and ample. It is so lovely. I got it in black because that is so versatile. In fact, I asked the store manager, we're friends, and I asked her, what is selling the most? And she said these black ones are selling like hotcakes because a lot of the women are buying them to wear over dresses, which is exactly what I recommend. But it's also great for travel too. I never travel without one of these. So this is such a super gift, and this is really lovely. It comes in a lot of different colors. This oversized cashmere wrap is normally $228. Getting it at 30% off is going to bring it down to around $160. So that's pretty sweet for such a substantial gift. Another gift that I think is always super for women is pajamas. I personally love pajamas. I know I have received pajamas through the years as gifts, and I've never regretted that. I always loved them. But I do think, once again, when I buy pajamas for a woman in my life, I want them to be good pajamas, ones that I would actually enjoy wearing and ones that I feel like she can enjoy sitting around watching television in, but she could also enjoy and feel comfortable sleeping in. So I highly recommend Soma's Cool Nights pajamas. So here I am wearing a little set of 3. I say a set. All 3 of these, of course, are sold separately. I am wearing a toile design, a really pretty red toile design in their pajama pants. These are their Cool Nights pajama pants. They are super comfortable. That Cool Nights fabric really does. It's just so soft, so cool to the skin, so it keeps you cool at night. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna overheat. You're not gonna be cold, but you're not gonna overheat during the night. So I really love those. I've topped them with one of their long sleeve Cool Nights pajama tops. They come in other iterations too, but I love this long sleeve. What I really like about it is there at the neckline, it doesn't have a collar that goes all the way around, so it's not gonna be fussy when you're trying to sleep on it. It's just a front collar. I've never seen anything like that, but I really think that's pretty cool. So great little shirt. Now my secret though is that when I go to bed, I actually take off that long sleeve shirt and I just wear this little cami or little tank. So that's the 3rd piece I bought. Just once again, Cool Nights little tank that matches the set, and it does have a little shelf bra in there, and I find that to run true to size. So that's kind of how I keep cool at night with those Cool Nights, those Soma Cool Nights pajamas. And guess what? Today, these are 40% off. In fact, it's 40% off site-wide at Soma, and I highly recommend if you want to snap up some pajamas for the women in your life, do it today. The best styles and lots of sizes are going to start selling out at that price. So my next gift recommendation is the Athleta Air Puffer Vest. Now they also have jackets, but I love this little puffer vest. They also have some vests that are a little bit bulkier too, but this one, I tried them on the store so that you don't have to worry about this. I know this. So the other ones are kind of bulky. I put them on. I felt like the Midas man or whoever that little man is, the little tire guy. So I don't think we want those. I like this one because it's a little bit lighter weight and it sticks closer to the body. It does have a hood, but the hood lays nice and flat on the back. Just a great little vest here. So nice, lightweight, zips up the front, has little zipper pockets there at the front on both sides. Now, love this burgundy color, but it does come in other colors too. What do you say, Kay? Sure, we can link everything here because this is great for a winter workout for you or for someone you're gifting. These are their fleece-lined leggings that are perfect for those winter walks or runs. And then I'm wearing their Momentum Seamless top, which fits great. I did size up to a large in it. And guess what, Kay, you didn't mention that on the back of this vest, there's actually another little zipper pocket here. We have my sound little thing here, but there's a zipper pocket right here in the back of the vest. Who knew? So pretty cool. You missed that one, Kay. I did miss that, and absolutely, those are great pieces, and they'll be great for you or for the women in your life. And one more thing, though, from Athleta that I will recommend is this little bag that I have here. I love little bags like this for travel, and also, though, like maybe if you work out at a gym or something like that, this is just a good little bag to put your essentials in. Your comb, your maybe a little makeup, obviously your credit cards, your wallet, whatever. But even your water bottle would fit in here. This little bag has some great little zipper compartments inside, or not zipper compartments, but little compartments, little net compartments where you actually could put a water bottle. And it does have a little zipper here on the outside, which I like because it is kind of nice to be able to just put your sunglasses here or your wallet or your reading glasses, things that you're going to reach for on the run. So a great little bag. It does come in a lot of colors. Right now at Athleta, the Air Puffer Vest are 30% off. And I'm hoping that this is probably some percentage off too by now. When I checked with the store manager at Athleta, all she would tell me was that the Air Puffer vests were marked down 30%, would continue to be marked down 30%. But I'm not really sure about this, but I have a feeling that Athleta is offering some good deals store-wide. And that does bring me to my favorite gift suggestion, and that's because I absolutely love these personally. I actually do these. watercolor workbooks. I have gifted them personally to almost everybody in my family, and they love them, and to some friends too, and they all just love them. They tell me how much they enjoy them. Last year I gave my daughter-in-law one, and immediately my son turned around and ordered himself one. So these little watercolor workbooks from Emily Lex are just darling, but they also are just so much fun to do. So what she does is here in the beginning, she gives you some watercolor basics, so anybody can do these. Absolutely anybody on your gift list could love these. She gives you the watercolor basics of what to do here. She kind of talks to you about mixing colors, and then she gives you a painted illustration, and then she has with pencil sketched out that same drawing so that you can paint it. And she tells you step by step in the little directions here and gives you the colors, how to do it. Now this little Nutcracker book is just precious. It would be a great gift to give early in the season, I think. And it's based on Emily's remembrances of dancing in the Nutcracker as a young girl, I think, especially. She danced in the Nutcracker. So I think that's just really dear. But like for instance, here's another one of the books that I have enjoyed. This one is the garden book. And I have actually painted several of the things here. I'm showing you just a little bit of what I've done. And let me tell you, if I can do this, anybody can, because I am not an artist. But I really love spending time with these watercolor workbooks. I also do recommend that you try to get her paints. The last I checked, as of recording this, she is sold out of her little paint sets, but you can enter your email address there to get a notification of when they are restocked. I just find, now you can see mine's a mess, but I just find that these work really well with the book. They just are really nice little sets. Of course, you can find other sets of watercolors, I'm sure, too. Emily Lex rarely runs site-wide deals, but right now she is running through the first a 15% off site-wide. So I'm going to give you links to several of the books that I really enjoy down below in the description box, as well as some of her other gifts. She also has little note cards that you can paint, as well as note cards that are already painted. She has things like dish towels. She has prints that you can hang on your wall. She has some books. Just so many lovely gifts, and I'm telling you, nobody on your list would mind getting one of these watercolor books. They're just such a treat. So those are my gift recommendations for women in your life. I hope that was helpful. Be sure to check below for any links that you might need, as well as links to my other gift guides. And definitely go through the link below to City Beauty to get you a few of those City Beauty City Lips plumping glosses. They are certainly the gift to have on hand for the women in your life. And use code KAY40 to get you 40% off for a short time. Thank you so much for being here today. I do hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoy rest of the weekend as well. I'll see you again, actually on Sunday.